Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming series where your caster forgot to push the button. I was just sitting here and I was like, why hasn't the draft started yet? Oh wait, yeah, no, I'm the one who has to do things. All right, welcome back to NGS. My name is Bahamut. I am your quality North American caster here, and we have Can't Counterpick Stupid on the left-hand side, and we have Team Rainbow Strike Go. This is going to be a Division C West matchup. This is our third and final best of 3 of the evening, and we find ourselves here on Alterac Pass for game number 1. Let's go ahead and find out what the maps and bans were, as we did have a couple of those take place already. Can't Counterpick Stupid is going to be our home team this evening. They won the coin flip. Kaimo Tripson's never done that. Cursed Hollow and Braxis Holdout will be banned out by them as they opted for first pick for game number 1. Infernal Shrines and Tomb of the Spider Queen were banned out by the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. And Alterac Pass will be the first map chosen by them. And we'll see what happens here as we go ahead and get back into our draft and take a peek. And that's a first ban onto Chen. Hello. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's Kingleberry. Someone on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go actually plays a mean Chen, so this is just targeted bans at this point. And I also believe that Valk plays a really good Garrosh, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's Keladorn. Or maybe it's Wit's End. There's like, I know a lot of these players' names, and I'm just like, oh god, I forget what their roles are because I jump around so much. But Zloth, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. It would kind of suck to be one of those people that dies in the Baja Intra thing. Yeah. I actually didn't make that. It was made by, this is Covey, who's basically made that for free for NGS and gave it out. So shout out to Covey, was the one who actually made that, gave it, and actually updated it for Season 8 to actually read Season 8. Because I was like, I triggered it and it said Season 7 for something else I was doing. And I was like, do you have the file still? Can you just change it to 8? And he's like, I got you. Because I think they wanted to make like a new one with new highlights. And he was just like, I can't do that, but I can change the number and yeah, so cool. All right. Anyways, let's actually get into our draft, because you can tell I've had a lot of caffeine. I'm very awake for this matchup-ish, so we'll see what happens with this one. But Alterac Pass is going to be our first map. Malthael, Chen on the left-hand side going to be banned out. Garrosh and the oh my god, sorry. The Deathwing threw me off very hard right there, but the Lunar are going to be banned out on the right-hand side. This is a very, very early Deathwing in my opinion. Now, Malthael was picked up, banned out, but the one thing that I would... If I'm sitting on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go, I am screaming for a very early, if not right now, a Greymane. Cursed Bullet is so insanely impactful into Deathwing. There it is. They could look into grabbing a Tychus a little bit later, but Lily will actually be the pickup here. Not something I was expecting from this game. Blame Covey? No, don't blame Covey. Never thought about it, but it would kind of suck. It kind of would, yeah, because you're going to see it every single time I go live, and then every single one of my VODs starts with that. Oh. I'm picturing a resurrected Deathwing right now, and that's a little terrifying. Valkus tank, thank you. Thank you, MJ Doom.
The Crusade calls.
All right, Joanna's going to be the pickup for their main tank right there, but that's kind of terrifying. I actually didn't think about the Ario with a Deathwing. Ban-wise on the right-hand side, they're... Alterac Pass, they still need a solo lane. They haven't really shown. They could take away something they don't want to deal with, or... Maybe get rid of, like, Hanzo or Junkrat. They need some sort of poke right now. They could go into a banning out of Mage, like a Jaina wouldn't be a bad ban either. But Jaina... Rainer's not a bad idea. Siege potential from them is really, really good. Sustained damage from the... just sustained damage overall from them is really powerful. They could even go into the Rainer's Raider, and that's even more chase and sustained damage out. So I guess I'm 50-50 on this. I think something like a Hanzo or a Junkrat or... man, I'm blanking on the things I literally just said. Would be a little bit more... Jaina, there we go. Dear Lord. Just more poke potential, and I think that setup with the Joanna would have been strong for them, but Rexar will be the ban right now. Rexar actually seeing quite a bit of ban and play coming out from quite a few of these teams. Deathwing cannot be rezzed. Wait, really? I know he can't be... You can't res Deathwing. Really? Oh. Do I have some sort of sad noise? Oh, I got this.
We're dead.
All right. Sonya and Mal'Ganis going to be picked up on the right-hand side. I wonder if they're going to try and do like Dark Conversion or something like that onto the Deathwing. Can you Dark Convert the Deathwing? Yeah, you can't Abath or hat them either. But thank you for pointing that out. I didn't realize that Deathwing can't be resurrected. I guess it makes sense because they can't be targeted by friendly abilities, but I wasn't sure what the death state actually treats that as. Cassia will be picked up with a Maiev as well. It's some decent damage coming in. There's the poke potential that I was talking about with the Cassia. She's got the I'm blanking on the name, but it's not Thunderstroke because that's the actual name of one of the abilities, but it's her Lightning Spear. I don't think that's right either, but either way, that's a good way to continually poke out to people. To round out this draft on the right-hand side, they're going to need a little extra damage. Hanzo, Jaina, Mal'Ganis. Not Mal'Ganis. Okay, they're going to be going into a Kael'thas. That's not bad. Very brawly composition. But it makes sense because they want to be diving and pushing into the Deathwing constantly. They're going to be stepping up into the enemy team, consistently coming out from Team Rainbow Strike Go. Can't counterpick stupid? They got a lot of good damage. They got a lot of good aggression. They got good point control as well. I think this is going to come down. I think this is going to come down to a lot of how the Deathwing is played. How the Deathwing is played and dealt with. I think that's going to be the big one. Nothing works on Deathwing, just hitting him in the face. Oh wait, hold on. Kaleo's got me. Hey everyone. Deathwing can be... Oh, I did that way too. Hold on. Let's try this again. Hey everyone, Deathwing can be rezzed. Oh wait, he can't? There we go, just for the memes. All right, cool. Thank you, Kaleo. We are loading into our first map here, and I think it's a lot of it's going to come down to how that Deathwing is played. I personally think that it's going to be a big determining factor, because if they're able to constantly push them back and there's no like control or any sort of aggression coming out from them, the enemy team's just going to constantly step up with that Mal'Ganis, that Sonya, that Greymane. But if that Deathwing can hold their point and push the enemy team back, then they can't step up, and that's where I think that's gonna be a big crux for them. But let's find out what happens here. We get into game number 1, final best of 3 of the evening. Wits End gonna be on the Ario. We have Osprey gonna be on the Cassia. Weird. Valk is going to be on the Joanna. Selma will be on the Maiev, and Kelladorn on the Deathwing. That is going to be the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid. On the right-hand side, we got Team Rainbow Strike Go. Silver's going to be on the Kael'thas. Hollowing Knight's going to be on the Lily. Killer Fry will be on the Greymane. Kingleberry going to be on that Sonya, and Robert on the Mal'Ganis. Let's get into our mid lane. Thunderstroke, Lightning Fury, not Lightning Spear. There we go. That's news for me. Wait, what? Oh, I'm missing stuff. Deathwing on this map is a solid pick if you can get Snowball rolling. Exactly. Deathwing can't be acted upon by his allies at all. So the only thing that the only things that actually do affect him, from my understanding, are actually debuffs. Like, I believe debuffs still affect him, like armor reduction or healing reduction, because Deathwing does heal. Deathwing can tackle well. Deathwing can get healing from the regeneration globes. The only way that Deathwing can get the armor plating back is by flying up in the sky. The Hall of Storms actually does not heal Deathwing as well. So there's only 2 technical ways outside of ability damage and the fly for Deathwing to heal up. So there's a little bit of a healing there, but yeah, I was testing it, as I said, over the weekend. I was just like, all right, well, let's see what happens when I go to the Hall of Storms. And you can Hearth. You can 100% Hearth as Deathwing, which at first I was like, this is pointless. And I was like, well, if you do need to defend your core and you're at the enemy gate or something like that, then yeah, it makes a lot of sense to be able to Hearth back. They are in their World Breaker form. The reason I know that is because of the fact that it's just what abilities are being used. The Ground Break, where they actually... Oh, let's actually look at this. Earth Shatter and also Lava Burst are the 2 abilities that you get from that World Breaker form. And personally, I love the World Breaker form. Like, Destroyer is always good. Destroyer actually has a lot of value, but the World Breaker form, I think it lends so much to what you can actually do. And I'm saying this as Kael'thas kind of gets away, but in top lane, Kingleberry actually making it out just fine. I was thinking that they were going to be able to dive onto them. Does have to tap well. Checking on into our mid lane. This is going to still be the Null Camp pushing in, and this is actually really good camp timing coming out from both the sides. The reason I always harp on this camp so much is because it pops up at the 1 minute mark. It's a 1 minute 30 cooldown on it total. So if you're able to get that done before the actual 1 minute 30 in the game, you can actually get this to respawn just as the objectives or right before it, and then you can grab that once again. And much like on Infernal Shrines or Battlefield of Eternity with the Shaman camp, you're going to be able to force the enemy team to break off from the objective, and then they have to clear the wave, or at least they have to clear that wave before rotating to potentially go for the objective. But speaking of, objective will be up and available in the next 30 seconds. We are currently looking 5-5 in our levels. So nothing too out of the ordinary right now. I'm skimming through everything and oh, actually, hold on. Pin down. Not something we get too often, but you are able to complete that. It's got a lot of value in its own. Because the reward is what? It's additional 5% damage up to 40%. That's a lot. That's my upscaling is a little terrifying. I'm not gonna lie. Gotta go. Good luck. Good luck. Have fun. Oh, Lingaria, thanks for coming by. Thank you for the suggestions for the tournament, and you have a wonderful night. Beacon works. Beacon work. Oh wait. Sorry, I'm missing so much of chat. I apologize. Hello, Josh. Hello, Bino Wolf. Hello, Zool Rules. Buttspot's here. Seabrisket's gonna be here as well. The matches are just very intense, so sorry if I'm not catching you in chat, but thank you for being here. Thanks for supporting, and I do appreciate all of you being here and helping work towards Switch Partner as we have 7 talent tiers rounding up for both teams. This is exactly what I was talking about with the null camp as well. Kingleberry going to be trying to clear this out as the enemy team actually, they're making sure that this doesn't get value as well, but now that they're showing in mid, they could try and either play into this team with their slight 7 advantage, or they could just try and play into the objective. Doesn't seem like either is going to be happening as they just kind of cycle around. Something to also note, map mechanic wise, you are seeing that both of the camps have 30 seconds on them. This goes up by 10 seconds to a maximum of 50. So the second will be 40 seconds, third and onward will be 50 seconds total channel time. So typically, I think a lot of teams hold out on this first one a little bit because this is honest to God what I see in almost every competitive game. In the games that I play, it's like the objective pops up, everyone goes and crowds around and fights over it. In competitive games, I feel like teams wait a little bit longer because of the fact that you have only 30 seconds to channel rather than 40 to 50. And if you just wait, the objective does scale. It's not like it's locked at the initial point when it was announced or anything like that. It is going to scale per minute. And so if you delay that out a little bit further and you have something like a 10 talent tier where you have more push potential and more aggression, that might work out for you as well. So just little things like that, I think that's what the teams are considering here. Or they're just waiting for an opportunity to step up, but that will stop around the 14 seconds because you do have the 2 jailers over there. They don't contest the time, but they definitely get a lot, or they definitely will turn the camp back over in your favor as they find the kill onto Mayav. That was first blood of the game as well. Shield Glare coming out from Valk, but did they step too far forward? Kingleberry actually going to back off, not going to chase into that kill whatsoever. They do get the channel onto this camp. They do have 3 seconds on the Mayav as well. We'll see if they're going to be able to contest this. Holland Knight is going to be hearthing back as well. And it looks like they're just going to go ahead and give this over. Sorry. Trying to put my mug over there so I don't knock it over by some way, some chance. Deathwing going to be going for the Cataclysm. Oh, 0.7 seconds. Do they have an interrupt? Nice Detainment Strike. Very, very good Detainment Strike coming out from Wit's End to deny that. Robert was trying to get the interrupt, so they were going to get it because if a hero channels, it contests the time, meaning it pauses it. When the jailers contest, or when the jailers channel, it doesn't contest the time whatsoever, and then you're able to then, that would have potentially gone over. Either way, this is going to be another fight that's going to be breaking out right now. Sonya trying to spin to win, Valk getting it a little bit low, Deathwing going to be getting that Fire Breath out, Robert getting the Night Rush onto a couple members, but it does not put the Giant Dragon to sleep. Does lose another armor plating sitting at 2 right there. That's why you saw that unstoppable status pop up, or excuse me, the protection status pop up is because of Draconic Might at level 1. Every single time you lose an armor plating, I believe you gain 0.75 seconds of protection, but you also, baseline, I believe, heal for 30%. Yeah. So you do have some self-sustain within that. And this is what I was talking about earlier, where you can heal up as Deathwing. You can tap well, you can get regeneration globes. Hollow Storms won't do anything, but the only way to get your armor plating back is to actually use the flight, so to jump up into the sky, which then that has a delay for you to actually come back down. Dark Conversion is going to be picked up by Mal'Ganis, but as we were discussing in Twitch chat, I don't think this is something that you can target onto Deathwing. We'll see. We'll definitely see what happens with that one. Either way, this is currently going to be an Umbral Bind coming in from Silma. This is such a split fight as Silma's able to get away with a little bit of health. Silver going for the channel, does manage to get it instantly going through. Deathwing doing the Cataclysm, trying to get away from the enemy team. They were trying to interrupt this, but look at Kingleberry. They were thinking about coming through here. Silma hearthing back on the left-hand side, and this will be 10 talent here up and available for the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go as Killer Fry needs to back off a little bit. Objective will be up. They're going to split into their respective lanes. Kael'thas, Lily in bottom. Mal'Ganis in mid. But this is an interesting one here. Greymane and Sonya in top lane. And I wonder if it's just because Greymane and Sonya both siege fairly effectively on their own. Together, really, really strong, and maybe they want to do this because... I was thinking that Lili was going to stay in bottom as well. I was thinking that they were going to try and push top and bottom more effectively than mid because of the fact that those are two boss lanes. We were able to force that boss through, get a little extra value. But Greymane and Kingleberry up here are going to be shredding on through. Let's jump into mid lane and see what's going to be happening over there. This looks like it's going to be the front gate going down. Hollow Knight doing their best to help out. Kael'thas got forced back in bottom lane. Did get the front gate. Going to stay down here and get some experience. Top lane still very, very healthy. Sonya staying up here. Does have Wrath of the Berserker. Going to get a lot of value from that one right there. Maiev did go into Containment Disc at level 10 as well. So this is going to be no Warden's Cage to lock people down. Containment Disc goes onto Robert. They're trying to set up a little bit of Dragon's Breath afterwards. Umbra Bind going to be pulling in too. And I actually think Silma... No, they didn't go down. They went into Naisha's Memento. I think that's how you pronounce it. Level 1. I thought they went into Bonds of Justice, but no. It's going to be... The only thing they have is Pinned Down, which is that questing taunt that's very, very difficult to deal with or do because the main reward is to get 4 heroes hit with 1 fan of knives, and if the enemy team sees that you have pinned down, they're going to try their best to spread out and not get hit with that one. That was a good butt spot interruption. They're always perfect. I hope Can't Counterpick Stupid wins. I like the team with big old dragon butt. I hope CCS butts. I like any butt with a big dragon butt. Chef kiss, butts bot. Chef kiss. Fort and top lane went down during that objective phase. I love the rotation they just made. Lili might, or Greymane might have shown through this minion over here, but either way, they have 13 talent here, and I don't think they plan to contest against this. Deathwing is checking the boss down here, making sure they're not down there. This is going to be Cassia sees this. Hold on. This is Cassia's vision currently. This is what they're seeing on the blue side. Jonah, ooh, they're gonna rotate through minion wave. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit too late as they were able to grab that right there. Now, there's no fort in this top lane, so they're gonna chase in further. Kingleberry on the back of Wit's End, trying to just find an Ancient Spear into them. Blessed Shield was ripped right there as well. That's a 60-second cooldown you're not gonna have for a bit. Well, 60 seconds, obviously. Feel like they should have been happy with Wit's End not dying for going... Oh, okay. Merc camps. Gotta watch the bomb spread. Deathwing gonna be landing on top of a couple players. Actually, Celadorn playing from the far side. Do they have... I was gonna say, they're playing this like they have Cataclysm, and they actually do exactly that. A bit of a risky play because Greymane just shoved a bullet into Celadorn's face, dealing 40% of their current health pool. Kingleberry and friends are gonna be stepping up into this. It's gonna be Lili popping the jugs, Offspring taking a lot of damage. Containment Disc actually gonna be saving Mal'Ganis because there was the Fen that went right into them, but it triggered at the exact same time. Boss is just about to fall as they get the keep as well. Kingleberry gonna get the spear over the wall. They're very far from the friendly team. They're trying to spin to win, and they end up going down. But I guess 1 for none. I mean, 1 for a keep. That works out pretty well for them. They're also going to get a little bit of an initial channel on this. Actually, no. They're just going to back off and go for the defense. Maybe go for their siege camp or their null camp, if you will. Does anyone know the butt song? Kaleo does. Did Sir Mix-a-Lot create butt spot? Probably. It'd be a better game if Maiev went the E talent. So that is honest to God. Spirit of Vengeance build is one of the hardest things that I've ever seen done. Like and the only time I ever seen it play was in Tespa Collegiate Series, and I cannot remember who it is. Like, I don't think it was Epic Player. Was it Chaotic? Was it maybe from Northeastern University? I think it might have been Chaotic or Northeastern University. Dark Conversion does work on Deathwing, that's for sure right there, because we just saw Robert steal a whole ton of health from Celadorn. So today we learned that does work. I wasn't sure if it would, but definitely did. Selma taking a lot of damage right there. Deathwing going to be coming over the wall. It's going to be, I think, a curse bullet thrown into them from Grave. Actually, no, 2 seconds on that one. Lili's going to be going down, but Deathwing gets picked off as well. There's no visage of Deathwing, so chat was right. Chat was correct on this one. You cannot resurrect Deathwing, because typically there's that little visage or the glowing halo person on the ground that Ariel can target. We can see them as casters always, so since that's not showing up, obviously it won't be the case, but Osprey finding that fend into the spine of Greymane. They end up going down, and that's a 1 for 3 in favor for our red team. Mid lane is going to be going down quite quickly here. I actually don't think that they're going to be able to stop this because of the null camp removing the armor on that fort. Selma going to be clearing out the way, but still losing their fort in mid. Bottom lane, it's actually quite stacked out, I'm not gonna lie. They do stop the channel at 7.5 seconds. I think they just backed off because they need to manage their waves. 16 talent here is going to be picked up by the members of Team Rainbow Straight Go as well. Look it up, it's a thing. Oh, of course it is, yeah. Like, Kaleo has shown that to me and many others. It's actually in one of his videos too, where he has Goki Buri made like a squeezing motion on his stream once, and never do anything slightly embarrassing when Kaylee is around because it's gonna be clipped and you'll remember it forever. No, I actually love it. Comeback hype, it's possible. Zul rules, it's possible. Sonya pops Wrath of Berserker in bottom lane. Deathwing is gonna be forced back a little bit right there. I'm watching to see what they do with Wrath of Berserker. They're just gonna let it end right there. They're not gonna keep trying to sustain it. They're gonna back off. They're gonna probably just regroup and get with the friendly team. I'm skimming through talents once again. Kael'thas at 30 stacks on the Mana Addict at level 1. That's gonna be what, 450 extra mana, but how much do they actually have in their total pool right now? 1,100. That's actually pretty decent for that Kael'thas. But once again, another fight's gonna be breaking out. Let's actually pull away talents. Mal'Ganis trying to get a Night Rush, finds it onto 1. Valk's gonna be immediately be woken up. The allies, the camp was retaken. So at least they got that. Mal'Ganis trying to find the way out of here. That's going to be Deathwing landing onto the backline. Mal'Ganis the first one to go down, not able to get the Dark Conversion out as well. Ball Lightning jump from player to player. Keladorn trying to zone back with the Lightning Breath as well. Kael'thas's Chain Bomb value is insane in this game. They did go for the Ignite, I believe, at level 16 as well, so the Flame Strike applies it, but they also did go for the Pyromaniac, and that's going to be periodic damage as well as cooldown reduction. Maev's the first one to go down, or I guess second one to go down in this engagement. My apologies, as the Mal'Ganis was picked off. Greymane dives out. Valk is so very low. Do they have an Ancient Spear? They find it right there, and that's Joanna going down as well. Osprey going to get chased by the Sonya, and that will be them getting picked off. Wits End gets a great Detainment Strike backwards, and now this is what I was talking about, the Visage, or the angel form, or whatever you want to call it. This is what you typically see when someone is able to be resurrected by Ariels. That's why not seeing Deathwing, that makes a lot of sense. I was thinking that you'd be able to, because, well, Dark Conversion works on him. Off to bed, have a good one. Thanks for coming by, Kaleo. You have an insanely wonderful night. Thanks for hanging out. Conversion incoming? Oh, wow, yeah. That Mal'Ganis wanted the Dark Conversion, but poof, they were not able to play that right there. They are able to grab themselves the second objective phase of the game. Team Rainbow Straight Go mounting to, I would say, potentially end here. You have top lane boss, double Reavers already up here. You've got an objective coming through. You could be playing for core if you wanted. The issue here is going to be the core itself. On this map, it's a little different. Much like Towers of Doom, how it's a little different. Not really much, but either way. The core gets 20 physical and spell armor per keep. So obviously, on the right-hand side, if we clicked on this, you'd see 1660. On the left, you're going to see 40 and 40, and that's due to the fact that one of these little crowns is gone. Or I guess one of these little keep symbols. And that's because, well, keep and top is gone. You have 2 in bottom and mid, but now they're going to be trying to open up this mid lane. And now, typically, a lot of teams that I've talked to and seen and casted and discussed this with, the average team looks to go for 2 keeps before trying to end the game, because the armor and the spell armor and the physical armor is just a little bit too much to try and rush onto the core. The core itself right now is taking a little bit of damage from the boss, as well as the objective. Actually, the boss already went down, but now they're going to pull this into mid lane. They've only got half a core to go through. Definitely going to get the Cataclysm through. That's going to be the Jugs from the Lily as well. The core is not being focused too much right now. Great Detainment Strike into the wall as they get the Sonya killed. Night Rush coming through. Robert doing their best. And this core, the other thing to note too, is when they stop hitting it, it goes back to the center and it will start to regain health. And they stayed a little bit too long. You can start to see the core health rapidly rising, and this is going to be Kael'thas getting picked off. You can actually see it right there as well. So an advantageous play, they get a fort in bottom lane, they get a keep in mid lane, but they end up losing 3 overall, and the core, as I noted, going to be slowly gaining its health back. I mean, look at them. Just standing there. I wish I could just stand still and start feeling better. Those Ario res targets look like missed loot. A little bit, yeah. Is this game 3? This is match number 3, game number 1. At 3 keeps, the core has 100% armor. Don't at me, Baja. Well, yeah. It's because it's invulnerable. Yeah, I know. Okay. Let's cycle through some stats. 20 talent tier is going to be up in a second, but we might as well look at some of the other damage numbers, experience, and healing that's come in thus far and get an idea of what that looks like. Boss was picked up for bottom lane, so they're going to try and open this up a little bit further for themselves. Mid lane fort was already down. Reaver minion is Reaver can't. Oh my god. Null Camp is coming through with Reaver minions, and that's going to be Celadorn dealing with that one. They can see that Deathwing's there. The Kael'thas is a little far back, but they are, I think, maybe fishing around for a potential fight. Yeah, no, they're going to back off. They're going to go deal with the boss, and this is going to be teams resetting and getting ready for, I said it in the last one, but what could be the potential endgame fight. Everyone at Ektar, by the way. Just add him for funsies. He said that I can't, but you should. Camp is going to be, or excuse me, the objective will be stalled out right there at 43 seconds. They are going to be having their own no camp pushing in through mid lane, so they're potentially looking to get that siege in for themselves. We're in that late half of the game where it's just nerve-wracking. I'm not going to lie, because a bad team fight on either side could spell game. It's a little bit difficult to end, but the death timers are pretty long at this point. And that's the big factor here, is that will be Deathwing landing in the back line. Celadorn taking quite a bit of damage, actually losing 2 of his armor plating immediately. Look at their health pool being shredded quite quickly. Howling Knight is somehow, unfortunately not able to make it out alive. Deathwing managed to get some sort of last little bit of damage onto them. It's going to be the Cataclysm coming through and just narrowly missing Kingleberry, but they end up diving through. They trade out, but Sonya's still going down. Night Rush coming out from Mal'Ganis. Osprey gets the heal at the last second from Wit's End, and they're going to be able to cycle back. But look at top lane. Maiev is going to need to deal with this, because Reaver minions definitely do deal a significant amount of damage to the core, especially this late in the game as well. Currently going to be seeing the camp potentially going to be grabbed. Now they're going to be cycling this back. 30 seconds on average. Ooh, Greymane grabbing this camp. If they could invade, that'd be huge for them. Silver, though, is in a bit of a rough spot as Valk is chasing into this. Oh my god, Dark Knight, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. FPS Nate. Caltania, I think it is. Euphorian, why is it always the names I can't pronounce in the middle of a cast? Utilizers and Deus Provis, I think it is. I'm so sorry for murdering your names. Thank you. Thank you so much to Dark Knight first off, but enjoy all of your gifted subs, your Baja Rages, your Finger Guns, your Asthma Pogs, and your little gilded beard in chat. Seriously, Dark Knight, I do not deserve it, but thank you so much for supporting the stream, as I forget how to talk all of a sudden. But Deathwing's up. They're going to probably take flight from the core, so that way they can land over here. Now, there is a bit of a delay before they can land. We can actually, that's the wrong button. This is what I wanted to show you. So there's a couple seconds before they could land right there. And I think it's like 8 seconds after they take off, they have to wait before they can land. But here's going to be coming the land in the back line, trying to get some armor reduction, spell reduction coming out onto the Kael'thas. Not going to really land. Celadorn taking quite a bit of damage. Howling Knight's going to be popping those jugs as well. That's going to be the dark conversion, I think, coming out from Robert onto either I think it was onto Valk, maybe? I didn't see specifically. I just saw the symbols coming out. But now the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go are chasing on into this as they got that kill onto the Deathwing. Silma's going to get a great Spirit of Vengeance over the wall, get that blink out as well. Wit's End is going to be finding themselves a wonderful Detainment Strike. Unfortunately, ooh, they use the Shield of Hope as well just to keep themselves alive a little bit further. Wit's End is going to get a healing onto themselves. Killer is going to be going down. They stepped way too far forward, and Kingleberry very low as well. The Ball Lightning is jumping from player to player, but it just ended right there. They did go into Infinite as well. Jailers retook this camp over here. The Reaver minion was doing damage in top lane to the core. As you can see, it's slowly gaining its health back up, and I cannot believe. Regular name roll call. Enjoy your subs, everyone. I'm sorry once again for murdering your name. I really, really apologize. It's hard to kind of look back and forth and try and read properly, but here we have an engagement continuing out, as that's going to be a great content, pulling a couple members in. Robert looking for the sleep onto one. Containment disc went out onto the Sonya, buying a little bit of time just to slow us down. They also did pop the Ignore Pain, I believe, as you saw that kind of purplish shield around them. They need to back out as they stop that at 5.2 seconds. Ball Lightning jumping from player to player. It's infinite. Celadorn, Silver. Do you have another heal, Howling Knight? Once again, Reaver minions in top lane. Something that's going to be a nuisance, but this will be... I can't believe it, but first objective phase going over to Can't Counterpick Stupid. It's the third one of the game, and it's going over to them. And I'm a little worried here for Team Rainbow Strike Go. Actually, hold on. I mean, bottom lane is the only thing to majorly worry about because top lane is going to be so far pushed back. Mid lane is going to be so far pushed back. And look at this, Maiev. You have a Maiev currently cleaning up your core, and that's a rough spot to be in because you want that Maiev to be controlling the fight. You want her to be Umbra binding people. You want her to throw the containment disc onto Mal'Ganis or Lily to stop them from using Dark Conversion or Jugs or something like that. And now, yeah, they are rotating in. There's a camp in mid lane that's going to be pushing back, but I think they're banking on bottom lane being a big factor for them to potentially end the game. They need to watch out for that chain bomb from Kael'thas, though. That's the big factor for them consistently. Flamethrower was picked at level 20 for them, so no constant spread of bomb either way. Blessed Shield coming out. That's a lot of damage onto the Lily, who gets popped immediately. That's Caledorn coming down from the flight mode. Containment disc onto the Mal'Ganis, and they're going to be cycling around. Nice fire, or Dragon Breath, I'm just going to say, is going to be coming out right onto them. Deathwing going to be utilizing the Cataclysm over the keep right there. I believe they went into the 10 talent tier upgrade, so they do get the reset onto it once the keep goes down, and now they could actually look to go ahead and utilize it once again. They're not going to be inting into the core right there with it, as Kingleberry is very low, but Offspring finds the last little bit of damage as necessary. 3 for none, as now the camp in mid lane is going to be pushing up, and, excuse me, the objective in mid lane is going to be pushing up. I thought top lane actually had the fort already gone, but now you can see it. They're considering it, but look at Deathwing's health pool so low, and it's not like you can just get some healing from Wit's End or anything like that. You need either a well or you need a regeneration globe, so Deathwing gonna go ahead and take flight and slowly but surely heal up, and I think this is gonna be a double keep, and they're gonna back off. The members of Can't Counterpick Stupid, I think, are still in this. I don't think they're out whatsoever. 6 seconds on the Lily, 30 on the Sonya, and 24 on the Mal'Ganis. Phoenix is gonna come out from Silver just to force back the enemy team. Caledorn got 2 more plates back. Gonna use the Cataclysm. They're gonna try and end right here on the side of Can't Counterpick Stupid. Core is starting to fall. Team Rainbow Strike Go has got a decent amount of damage coming out from them. This is Howl and Knight trying to back out. That's going to be Valk chasing into them. They end up getting the Hall of Storms. Core is dealing a lot of damage. Offspring ends up going down right there. Containment Disc went out, didn't connect. Silma gets picked off as well. Resurrection coming through onto Offspring, and I don't think they went, no, they didn't go to the upgrade because they went for the Shield of Fate, so that's why you're not seeing Offspring just sprinting away at like 300 million speed, but that's going to be the Ariel going down. You also have Deathwing. I cannot believe it. The back and forth over this end of the game has been absolutely wild, and this is game number 1 of our final best of 3. Game number 1. I found Booty Man by Tim Wilson. I think that's actually it, T-Pole. This is set up to be a great ending. The chase is real for real. Oh my god. This is a wild match, but with 40 seconds on average for 3 players and 20 seconds on 1, and Valk is the only defending player, we are looking like the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go are going to be... they're going to be going to end this game right here, and I don't think Valk is going to be able to stop this one here. They're going to do their best, but they're not going to mess with their KDA, it looks like. Game 1, over to the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. GG. Well played. I'm playing Classic WoW on hard. You can't simply end on draft that easy. Thank you again, seriously, so much for all the gifted subs, Dark Knight. I wish I could resend them, but I cannot. The Streamlabs doesn't do it for some weird reason. So thank you so much for all of that. Also, Champ, thank you for the follow as well. I don't know how to figure out how to read the rest of your name because my brain is starting to slowly shut down. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, let's see what we're going to be getting here for our next map. Let me get a ping out to the other teams. We need to ping... Who do we need to... While we're hanging out here, while we're looking at talents and everything, I can talk about tomorrow's stream. The only reason I'm doing this right now is because obviously we're getting towards the end of stream. We have a decent amount of viewers as well, so we can talk about goals and aspirations and my lifelong passion and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. The one thing I actually want to talk about really quickly is something that I've been working for quite some time right now, and it's Twitch Partner. The big thing right now is I qualify for everything except for the average viewership. That's the one thing that they want me to get higher, and so you're lurking, you're supporting, telling your friends about the stream, hanging out, all of that, it means the absolute world to me, and I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for even like the gifted subs. Like I don't ever feel like I deserve these things, so thank you so much, especially Dark Knight. Thank you for gifting. Rowdy Loudwood, thank you for gifting subs as well. And to all the people who are resubscribing, Carpe Phyllis, Rob Christie, Slavic, Neo, thank you all for just resubbing and supporting the stream. And, you know, jokes aside, BarkBoxes aside, I really, really do appreciate all the support you bring to the channel, everyone. Even just the lurks or small bits or just the follows or whatever, it really makes a big difference. And just thank you so much for helping me work towards something that I'm really, really passionate about. And the big factor is Twitch partner. I don't really care about making ad revenue. I have an ad button on my Stream Deck. I haven't used it in a month. I was using it a little bit, but then I was like, no, it's not worth it. Like, people don't want to see ads. So I don't care about making money off my stream. The one thing I want to do is I want to create an atmosphere. I want to create an environment where we can have more Heroes of the Storm action, where we can have more games and more opportunities. And Twitch partner would allow us to be able to do a lot of those kind of things, where we'd have better transcoding. We'd have opportunities to potentially cast other games and stuff like that. So working towards that partnership is a big thing for me. I do this as a hobby, but it's a passion of a hobby, if anything. So it's all a long ramble, but thank you for supporting stream. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for helping us push towards that big 75 average viewership. And hopefully this year I'll be able to give you that wonderful, hey, we applied for the 7th time and we got it. But I haven't applied for the 7th time just yet. I got denied actually last Friday for my 6th time, but I didn't post about it because I don't want a pity party or anything like that. Sorry, I'm rambling, but I need to actually message teams about maps because I just found out that they want first pick. All right. The other thing too, so on the note of all that, we are working towards Twitch partner, all that good stuff, goals and aspirations, yes. Just resident sleeper, goals and aspirations. Lurking, definitely lurking. Thank you, Ektar. Seriously, like the lurks, they help a ton to work towards that partner status. On a note of stream-wise, what we're going to be getting over the next couple days. So tomorrow night is going to be what I deem as community night. I'm going to try and do this at least once to every other week, so that way we can do some casted replays. We can do some, maybe we can do some viewer games. I actually really would like to play this game with some of all of you. So please, yeah, come hang out tomorrow night. We're gonna be doing a lot of that. We're gonna start around like 4:30ish, and we're just gonna be playing and casting and having a good time. And then Thursday, we're going to be doing a bark box with Bandit, and that'll be after the first best of 3 series. So we're gonna have 2 best of 3 series on Thursday, one at 5 o'clock, one at 7, and then in between those, we'll be doing a bark box with Bandit. Bandit, Ektar got you a little treat. I'm not making him get up because he's so sleepy, he's so comfy. Hi, bud. Yeah, you're a good boy. This is from Ektar. Yeah. You're gonna get so fat this winter. Yes, you are. I gotta start walking you 3 times a day. Thank you, Ektar. Thank you for giving Bandit a treat. I really appreciate that. Okay. How many is that limited to? Is it limited to 5 or 3? I need to check that because I don't want to get them too many every single time. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get our map set up because I actually found that out while we were doing our treat. You're a good boy, Bandit. You're a very good boy. Oh, he's a little sleepy today. You know what? I also did give him his I gave him his monthly like heartworm and stuff, and I think he might get a little lethargic from that as well. So that might be the reason why he's a little bit more sleepy today. But he also got that walk too. He got that second walk that he doesn't typically get in the winter. 100 more and he gets one from me? Oh my god. Thank you, Jazzy. Thank you. Well, we'll find out. If Jazzy can do it, then I don't know, because I initially put it at 5, but I don't know if I changed it to 3 or not. I feel like I did, but I can't remember. All right, they're probably running to the bathroom, so let me invite the other team. Oh god. All right, so stream-wise, that's what's going to be happening Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, I typically like to go snowboarding, so I'm not streaming that day just because of the fact that I like to go and do stuff up on the mountain, as I was talking about earlier. Swap team, Caledorn, Osprey, Valk, Silma. Yeah, that's all red on the left-hand side. And so I probably won't be streaming on Friday because I usually then go out to the bar afterwards and just hang out with friends and all that good stuff and be social and get away from my computer, because I'd sit here for like 16 hours a day for 5 days a week. But then Saturday I'll be playing D&D over on Jinxie Cat stream. It's going to be me, Tetcher, Stark, Cat Peach, Weenus, Mike, and then obviously Jinxie Cat is the DM. I have to literally count because I always forget someone and I feel like an ass. And that starts at 11 a.m. PST. So if you're on the East Coast, that's going to be at 2 p.m. EST. And it's a good time. We have a decent. I think there's a really good balance between story and action. Like there's going to be days when it's just us talking and doing roleplay stuff and pushing the story. And there's days where it's just we battle for like 4 hours straight almost. So definitely it's a good back and forth. Jinxie Cat's a wonderful DM. So I highly recommend if you're interested at all in any sort of D&D to jump on in just to come say hi. I know that it's weird to jump into the middle of a campaign, but I think we go over a lot of what's happening that I think most people could pick up as to what we're talking about, or at least what's happening in a lot of those games. But I need to swap Celadorn for Killer Fry, I think, and I think we're good. IRL friends in 2020. Well, here's the thing. Like, I moved to where I live right now almost 3 years ago, and I didn't know anyone when I moved here. Like, I took a giant gamble because, like, I even had a friend who was just like, "Oh yeah, like, so when you move there, you know people, right?" And I was like, "No, like, I know a shop owner for a ski shop, and he retired, so he's not even around here anymore." But like, I've met a lot of people my age. Like, I usually go and hang out with them on Fridays, and then like my neighbors across the street, they're really, really fun actually, because we live in a small mountain town, so everyone's kind of a kid in a sense. And so yeah, it's a good time, and just it's nice to kind of get away from the computer, not sit in a chair for a night. As much as I would love to sit and actually play games all night, it's good for at least me to be away from the computer for a little bit. We had a session this past Saturday. Oh, nice. What were you playing, Ta? Jinxie is casting me on Friday and Cat, and I can't wait for it. I saw it, Jazzy. I saw that. I'm excited to check that out. What channel is the D&D on? It's going to be on Jinxie Cat's stream. The best way to know when that's going to be happening is... wait, what? He's rebooting. Okay. All right, whatever. This is the last match of the night, so it's not like we have to be like on schedule anymore. We can just kind of, it's whatever. But yeah, it's going to be over on Jinxie Cat's stream. So this is here's the spelling for it, Jinxie Cat, and you can follow her on Twitch. Actually, I wonder if I just do this. Shout out Jinxie Cat. There you go. You can follow there. That's the channel right there. It's obviously we're 30 seconds behind, so it's gonna make no sense while all of a sudden I'm typing. But that's the channel if you want to follow it. And we go live on Saturdays at 11 o'clock PST. She also does streaming on the side as well. She plays Heroes of the Storm. I think usually on Fridays she typically plays games with Tetcher. They play on EU together, or I think NA Brawls or something. I specifically don't know what region, but I think they do that with friends as well. I can't remember. Lore Bard support. Oh, that's pretty cool. We actually have, so Weenus plays a Bard in ours, and he plays I don't know the specifics of it, but he basically plays a chaotic neutral bard, and it is wild. Like, it is probably one of my favorite parts of our D&D campaign is just Weenus in general, of just like his quips and the like shenanigans he gets into. Will Baja calling it Rainbow winning? Wait, what? Huh? What am I calling? Sorry, there's a fly that literally went into my eye. Wait, what am I calling? Sorry, I'm potato tonight. Bio real quick BRB. Okay. They apparently hear their player again, so that's good. This is all the liquid we have left. Hopefully we don't go to a game 3. No, I'll run out of here if we do. We have actually, so we're doing triple cast tonight. We're doing 3 best of 3s. So far, we've gone to a game 3 of 2 of the 3 best of 3s. I almost flipped off stream, but do you think we'll go to a game 3, or do you think that Team Rainbow Strike Go can close it out? You said we have 1 more game. Oh, sorry. We're in our final match. My verbiage right now is just, yeah, no. FPS Nate, she's getting me because I'm potatoing on how to talk, or rather, last match, yeah. FPS Nate knows what I meant, but Jazzy heard what I actually said. Oh God. All right. Well, thank you all once again for hanging out. Thanks for helping us push towards that Twitch partner, as I noted before. But we're getting ready for our final game. Okay, so we're just getting the one player back in here, and then we'll get going into our what could be final map of the night. Not the final map of the night, actually. Brandon sent an attachment. Wait, did he? Did he do the thing? No, he sent me a dog. I get excited when my artist sends me things, and then it's like it's just a dog. Hold on. My other commission person sent me an email. Attaches the finished bit badges. Let me see the attachments. We have bit badges, everybody. We have bit badges. This is awesome. These are really, really cool. I can't wait to upload these later today. If you're looking for emotes or anything like that, go to Kagiri. Woman kills it. She absolutely kills it when it comes to emotes. Great streamer. Wonderful artist. Highly recommend you check her out if you haven't. Alrighty. I think Selma needs to be captain and Silver needs to be captain. I think it is. Justice is a dish best served cold. Okay. Wait, where's our last player? Okay. Okay, there's that. Oh, okay, I did okay. I wasn't sure if I actually got my tweet out or not, but looks like everything went out just fine. All right. Oh, R. 5 out of 4 people admit that they're bad with fractions. Mm-hmm. All right, so Valk says yes. Kelladorn's here. We need to ready out of one team, and then we're we're good to go. Sorry for the delay, everybody. Really apologize about that. And it looks like Bandit's got itchy. They're memeing, and I'm just like, I would like to go. It is 9 o'clock, and we've been casting for 4 hours straight. It's a long day for me as well. We're gonna go. We're starting game because it is time to get into game number 3. Let's go ahead and find out who is going to be taking this. Welcome back to the Nexus Gaming series, everybody. My name is Bahamut. We find ourselves here on Towers of Doom for game number 2. And if you're sitting at home trying to figure out where or why we're here, I got you covered, friends. The home team this evening is going to be Counterpick Stupid. They have gone ahead and won the coin flip, opting for first pick priority in game number 1, banning out Cursed Hollow and Braxis Holdout. Infernal Shrines and Tomb of Spider Queen were banned out by the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Alterac passes the first map chosen by them and won by them. They opted for first pick priority on the side of Counterpick Stupid for game number 2. So Towers of Doom will be chosen by the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. And it's not a game 3, but I think they're trying to close this out on Towers of Doom here, and I will see if it's possible. Lazy Hydra's saying that we're definitely going to a game number 3. Definitely think we could be seeing that in the cards right now. I hope they don't ban Murky. Well, I doubt they'll ban Murky, as Chen's going to be banned out right there. Not going to be able to see that hero coming through. Ban-wise, I wonder if we actually get the same ban cycle from both teams. I'm thinking back through the previous draft, and I'm just like, is there anything that I would want to get rid of? Sylvanas on a map like this would be really a big nuisance as well, so maybe getting rid of her. They do have first pick on the left-hand side. It's actually going to be Ariel. Wits End actually had an amazing time on that Ariel as well. Like, she was doing, or they were doing very well on her. The Chen going to be banned out. So Towers of Doom, you're going to be looking for poke potential as well. So something like Hanzo, Jaina, those are all options as well. Junkrat actually, surprisingly enough, I have seen 0 Junkrat play as of late. Might just be the divisions that we're currently casting or something, but Deathwing will actually be banned out from the members of Can't Kind of Pick Stupid, as they were the ones who ran it in the last game. What are we going to be seeing here for our Ooh, Lunara going to be banned out. Okay. So still that Lunara ban, not wanting to give that over to, I believe it's Osprey who actually plays a really, really mean Lunara on the side of can't counterpick stupid. Now we're going to be seeing them first picking, I would say you could go Joanna. Garrosh is up and available this game. We actually had that banned out in the last one. So we could be seeing a Garrosh, but it's a very early Malthael to be picked up here, wanting to get that solo lane locked in and also potentially getting the last raids and aggression out from said Malthael. On the right-hand side from Team Rainbow Straight Go. I mean, the Greymane in the last game was really powerful. I don't know if you need it here, but you could grab it here. Ana will be the initial grab. Maybe they go for a mage with that, maybe like a Li Ming, and then they get the Greymane later, or they just go for the main tank and pick up like a Joanna or even a Garrosh themselves. Diablo's not a bad idea either. They're going to go for that Sylvanas. Okay, so push power, and they're also going to get a strong healer on top of that. Malthael's going to be grabbed on the left-hand side for the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid. Malthael... What else do you want to grab here? Malthael dives pretty effectively. Diablo's still an option as well. Garrosh is a good choice on top of that. Lock him down, get him shredded. And then you can pick up something like an Anduin potentially to heal as well. Anduin's not a bad idea on a map like this. Oh, okay, they're going to grab a Kael'thas. So it's just more, they're going to be able to poke out a little bit, and they themselves are going to say, you know what, we saw the chain bomb value from the last game. We're going to bring the chain bomb value to you, and you're going to now have to deal with that. And, chain bomb value on a map where you're all grouping up together around single objectives can be a bit of a nuisance. Let's see what we get here when it comes out from Team Rainbow Straight Go. Ban-wise, they do need a healer, so maybe just getting rid of something that would be benefit. Like, Anduin's not a bad ban here, in my opinion. Ooh, Zarya. So they're actually worried about the poke potential from her as well as the shielding that she'd bring to the Malthael. Could be really, really strong, actually, yeah. But they would still be needing a second support. They would need a healer on top of that. She would be kind of, she is just a support, so it'd just be supplementary shielding and not really any healing. She also does some status effect stuff that she could bring to the table as well. Ban-wise, on the opposing side, they do need some sort of mage or even main tank. With that Ana, maybe a Li Ming ban wouldn't be a bad idea. Her poke potential here is pretty strong, but actually going to be forcing them off of any sort of Joanna play, not allowing them to have any sort of blinds, condemn, or bless shield setup. 2 picks coming out from the members of Team Rainbow Straight Go. Kael'thas was grabbed. Jaina's still up and available. They could go like Diablo Jaina. They could go ETC Jaina. I think that overall, I think she's just strong on a map like this because one, she'd benefit from the Ana as well as she can pair into those 2 tanks pretty effectively. Actually going to be going for a noob rack. We don't get to see too much noob rack, but this is maybe signifying that they're going to try and dive with Sylvanas, dive with a noob rack, and then maybe grab a Greymane and dive in there as well. The opposing side does have 2 more picks. Speed boost to Garrosh could be scary. That is true. That is very, very true. I was not thinking about the speed boost because there is it's at level 4 as well, and I can't think of the name of the talent, but with or without, that's a good point as well. Or actually, Rowdy Loud as well calling that out too. Speed butt, yes, the speed butt at level 4 is very good. Lucio for the boostio, so they're still going to be finding a way to speed boost this, but then there's going to be Rainer for some sustained damage. Their front line is very, very weak on the side of Can't Counterpick Stupid, but if they play around the Garrosh, they'll be just fine right there. I mean, last night I was talking about a team having no wave clear, but they ended up just inting into the enemy team, single target, diving onto them with a Diablo, pulling them back to the friendly team, and bodying them, so it definitely can work out. Last pick, though, coming out, I mean, they still need a solo laner. Greymane works well for it. It works in the Malthael. Maybe they go into Thrall. Oh.
Light abandons no man.
This is risky. But Garrosh steps up, stun him. Uther. Garrosh steps up, impale him. Nubrak. A sleep dart if he walks up. I mean, he has Indomitable at level 4, so that is something you have to watch out for, but ooh. This is gonna be an interesting one. You mean the love bug? That is okay. Okay, the love bug. What's up, War? The love bug, indeed. I don't know who I give this over to, honestly, chat. Both teams have some interesting opportunities here. There's a lot of things that are going to be very, very detrimental for them, like this Uther play. I mean, is this a Nubrak in the solo lane? Or no, this is probably Uther in the solo lane, right? Uther into Malthael. Oh, this will be a fun matchup. I'm actually really, really excited about this matchup because I don't get to see Uther solo laning very often. Typically, they're the main tank, and you see them on Infernal Shrines. Team Rainbow Strike Go denying all of the fun. No Aura plus no Ana plus Malfield, Turbo Stuck, no Zarya plus Garrosh shenanigans. But you still have Lucio with the Speed Boostio, so there is that shenanigan right there. What's up, bud? You getting a little tired? Yeah, you want to go sit on the couch soon?
Prepare yourself.
I get it.
Heroes.
All right, let's go ahead and get on into game number 2. On the left-hand side, we got Can't Counterpick Stupid trying to take us to a game number 3. Silma on the Malthael, Offspring going to be on the Raynor, Wits End going to be on the Lucio, Valk is going to be on that Garrosh, and we have Celadorn on the Kael'thas. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Kingleberry going to be on the Uther, Howlin' Knight going to be on the Ana, Silver going to be on the Jaina, Robert on the Anubarak, and Killer Fry on the Sylvanas. Let's go ahead and jump into mid lane and look at our level 1s. Whew, brain's starting to do backwards things. Malthael can dominate and win this game if he crushes this matchup. We'll see Brisket. Let's find out if he's able to do so. I love the angry and then the tea sip afterwards. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, love bug. All right, we also need to, I need to get my player vision set up as well so we can at least show what players are seeing when necessary, but this will be Uther just kind of rotating back into the top lane. I think they just try to get a little experience between the two of them, but no one being aggressive enough, so they're just going to back off and say, let's just go into our solo lane matchup. And here we're going to be seeing, I would assume, rotations between mid and bottom to stack up silver as quickly as possible. The other thing to note too is that we have the Sylvanas going into the, I can't remember, Overwhelming Affliction at level 1. So it's going to be, what is it? Stacks of Banshee slow, and you increase the damage as well from slowed targets. Yes, okay. It's percentage-based damage. It's 1% damage of their maximum health, but it's only to slowed targets. And Anubarak, who else has a slow? Jane actually has a baseline slow, so that's going to kind of work out together, much like how Raynor has Ace in the Hole at level 1. So that pairing right there, we'll see how that works right there. Treats are out of stock to redeem. Okay, so it is set to 3. Okay, Jazzy. Thank you for letting me know about that too. Boostio is more like ZZZ than my draft. I'm in I'm in CCP, but I like Sylvanas a lot too. Sylvanas thing is gonna be. It's possible with the Sylvanas. Like, her push pressure is huge right there, but Robert gonna get. Oh no! Wait, Wits End. The Ana healing so on point, and the shielding from Anubarak as well. Robert, I thought, was going down, not going to get picked off, but we are starting to see a bit of an experience gap starting to form here in favor for the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid, and the reason being is Malthael went on a Pale Horse at level 1, and Uther cannot match that rotation. Uther cannot solo lane into Malthael like this, and this is what chat was talking about crushing the matchup between these two. Now, Uther is mostly just here to buy time. They just don't want to fall too far behind in their experience. Sylvanas is actually going to be rotating into mid lane to make sure that they're going to be capitalizing on this experience and not missing out on too much. That means they're also going to have to play the bottom lane a little bit slower and safer. I say this as Valk has literally less than half their health from some sort of push coming into this bottom lane, but the Malthael actually doing the double soak means that they have gotten about a half a level lead over the enemy side purely from minions and, well, the mercenary camp as well. It's 186 coming out from there, but look at the deficit. Almost 1,000 experience difference between the two teams purely based on minions. So they're going to have to figure out a way to close that gap. Maybe a couple kills will do it, but we do have a triple altar phase popping up here. Now, they have this Sylvanas in the upper portion of the map. They actually could go for double altar phase and try and get a pick onto the Malthael, and that's actually what you're seeing. Uther's going to interrupt this for now. Sylvanas gets the channel on the right-hand side, and I like this. I've actually seen a couple teams going for this here and there, but with the Lucio, they're going to be able to speed up the rotation, or at least themselves, while right up here. Kingleberry and friends, yeah, they end up just trading out and end up taking 8 damage onto the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. The members of Can't Counterpick Stupid going to be only taking for themselves, but it's Towers of Doom. It's not over just yet. Baja's quick filler. Rich has got to keep a family from this team. Exactly, yeah. I do my best. I was just watching Alexis. How you doing, Paradox? I hope you're having a wonderful night, buddy. Uther is actually going to be going down in the top lane as I was looking over at chat for a little too long, and I mean, if this starts to get out of control, this is definitely going to be a bit of a runaway. I'm not saying like, oh, they're just going to easily be able to, you know, just take the game, whatever. GG's, we go to game 3, but it's the early game experience has actually done a ton for them on the side of Can't Counterpick Stupid, and they're falling a little bit behind here. I'm just waiting. I'm looking to see how they're trying to play this later half of the game, and I'm also mentally trying to figure out what they're going to be doing to start to win this back, because they're being zoned pretty effectively in bottom, and they can't double soak it into the Malthael. It's just they're struggling for wave clear. Uther already finished Hammer the Lightbringer at level 1, so there's at least that. They did pick up Cleanse at level 7. This is a Bell Tower being removed at 4 minutes into the game, and this is a single altar phase in bottom lane as well. So, oh man, this is Can't Counterpick Stupid on a roll currently. Not desperately, but definitely wanting to take us to a game number 3, and so they'll cycle back, and I think they're just going to give this over and try and get the Bell Tower back before the channel comes through. They don't have a minion wave either. This is a rough spot to be in on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Baja Spicy, I do my best. I do my best to keep it PG-13-ish. 5 shots will rain out in favor for the members of against Team Rainbow Strike Go. Can't Counterpick Stupid doing a great job. I keep saying like they're doing great here, but that's realistically the whole factor for them right now. Oh, if they got 10 talents here, that would have been a dead killer fry. Uther is still soloing in this top lane. I'm wondering at what point do they start swapping up their lanes? Because like I was looking at the draft and the Uther was the most confusing thing to me, because they have nothing to match the Malthael, which was the literal first pick on the side of Can't Counterpick Stupid. So they knew what the solo lane was going to be the entire time. They knew that Malthael was going to be doing double rotation. So I'm just confused at the Uther pickup here, because Uther does not wave clear super quick. Sylvanas is actually having to manage mid. They're only having 3 in bottom lane. That's why you're seeing bottom game pushed in so effectively. Sapper Camp is going to be coming in here in just a second. They're going to try and walk that in, and their 10 talent here is pretty aggressive as well. Now I want to point out, you just saw it right there, Garrosh did go into Decimate at level 10, so no Warlord's challenge to lock anyone down. They're just purely looking for, I believe it's slows and just damage and cooldown reduction. It's absolutely wild. Gonna use the Phoenix to zone them back. 1, 2, 3 sappers, 2 sappers go over. Oh, 3 sappers make it over. Sylvanas actually gonna be opening up mid lane. Maybe this is where it starts to come through. I don't know. It's just I'm trying to picture at what point, like, where's the power spike where it's like Malthael isn't able to just double soak into this enemy team anymore. And Uther, I feel like, has to do stuff constantly to manage that, and so you have this Uther with Divine Shield not able to Divine Shield anyone. We'll see. It's a double altar phase. Bottom lane Bell Tower still up and available to the opposing side, I guess is the best way to put that one right there. Kingleberry trying to rotate back as they do have Divine Shield. They have to throw it on themselves just to get out of there. Hyperion coming out from the Rainer as well. Banshee's coming out from Killer Fry. Break It Down was used by the Lucio. Osprey trying to get a little extra damage or pepper into Killer Fry. Not able to find it. Oh, that was risky. That just playing around this line is real risky, but 5 more shots are going to rain out. Actually, 10 shots in total are going to be coming out from the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid. This is so much damage. I mean, this is so far the quickest Towers of Doom game I've never seen it jump this quickly. Another sapper goes over. Another sapper goes over. Another sapper goes over. And they're just being held in bottom lane because Uther, I hate harping on this. I really like, I feel like a jerk or anything, but like, I just don't know why. Like, why are we doing this? I'm so confused. Single altar phase will be in the mid position coming up next. We do have 2 members still in bottom lane, just trying to soak up the experience that is being fed in. Nubrak actually had to cycle out to try and help out a little bit further. We do have Sylvanas currently on this camp. Silma might actually try and invade. No, they're going to be just going back into doing double rotations. No stacks on the Malthael, but that's to be kind of expected when you are doing these just double rotations, just constantly just looking for experience. Speaking of looking for experience, let's actually cycle through some of the other numbers, get an idea of what those look like as we have progressed quite far into our game right now. They can't deal with the Malthael double soak. Exactly. But it's not like Malthael was like last picked and it was like, oh my god, it was Malthael. No, this was picked up as their first pick, so they knew ahead of time what was coming at them, but that's gonna be Break It Down from Wit's End. Kingleberry needs to rotate out. Valk is going to be trying to find a player to toss. Doesn't actually get the throw behind them. Another Decimate coming out as well. Sapper Camp and bottom lane coming through. They're going to try and convert this, but Phoenix is actually going to zone them back a little bit as well. Single altar phase coming through. 5 shots can potentially rain out. That's going to be 1 sapper over the wall. Do they get a second? No, they should be able to clear out these sappers before... Yeah, they go over. So that's going to be 5 shots raining out. Boss won't end game, but it takes him down to 1 core health. I have to go. Thanks for the awesome casting. Thank you for coming by, Jazzy. You have a wonderful night. Enjoy your night, my friend, as that's a new Brett going down. Jaina going to be going down. Killer Fry's trying to make it out, but the pepper from Rainer's too much. I'll be honest, I'm quite baffled, stream. I'm quite baffled by this. We're 10 minutes in, and the opposing side has 5 core health. They're going to try and walk in. They only need to walk in 1 sapper and then walk to boss. Death timers are very, very short, so I would expect them to kind of know this is happening. But we'll honestly see. I mean, it seems like they've kind of just been on the back foot, unsure of what they want to do here. Garrosh can also throw one of the sappers over the wall. Unfortunately, he's very far away, so that's not going to be the case. Do they get 1 sapper? No, they don't get one of the sappers. The other thing to note, too, is it's a triple bell tower phase coming up next. You have top, left, and right, and then the mid-position bell tower. Risky spots to be in. Top keep doesn't afford any pressure. There's no point in them slowing down the bleed. Huh? Top lane keep, what? I'm not talking about top lane keep. I was talking about taking boss in top lane area, but that's going to be the Divine Shield out onto 1. Howl and Knight trying to make it out. Kingleberry, this is just absolute massacres. They keep putting the pressure on. Break it down's used, but now all they need to do is split across the map and go ahead and grab themselves one of the bell towers. Realistically, if they put themselves on 1, on 1 of 3, they should be able to grab this. Yellow, I don't know what's happening with this one. Team Rainbow Strike Go in game 1 had so much fight back and forth and everything, and now it just seems like, I mean, it's 11 minutes and 32 seconds, and that is going to be game number 2. Going over to the members of Team, or Can't Counterpick Stupid, we go to a game number 3. I need to run to the bathroom. BRB.
For some cake and pie later, buddy?
Alrighty. I am back. I have 1 more glass of water. There we go. That was weird. Mudgeman, how's it going? BM, how's it going, bud? Arrow of the Storm, thank you for the raid. Sorry, I ran to the bathroom really quickly. Thank you for the raid, my friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone from Arrow's stream. I hope you had a good one, my friend. Maltheo BMing by taking theirs. Oh. We just gotta find out if they want first pick or map pick. Let's show stats once again for anyone that might have wandered in here new. Woohoo. Okay. Oh my god, do I have messages? I'll check those out later. Alright, let's pull it on back to Bandit Night, as we have everything updated. Well, we had 3 best of 3s, everybody. And we are in game number 3 of our 3rd best of 3. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for hanging out. Just stay tuned. We will be getting into game number 3 in just a second. And I want to thank you all for hanging out. I really appreciate all the support. For anyone that might have just wandered in, my name is Bahamut. I do a lot of casting, typically Monday through Thursday, a lot of Heroes of the Storm action. Thank you, Sam, for giving the shout out to Arrow. Really, really appreciate that, friend. Do we have a map? Oh, they're thinking. Okay. Sorry, my brain's kind of potatoing because we've been going for like 4.5 hours straight. Hey, Arrow, how's it going, bud? I hope you had a wonderful stream. So, tomorrow night we'll be doing casting, and dear Lord, did I just completely lose my train of thought? All right. Okay. People taking their time to literally say first pick. It just like. Oh boy. All right, spiel, here we go. My name is Bahamut. I cast typically Monday through Thursday. If you enjoy the Heroes of the Storm casting you see, please go ahead and hit the follow on this channel. You can know when I go live. You can join the Discord channel that I have. I don't use everyone. I don't use here. It's a great way to know when we're going live, all that kind of good stuff. We also post memes and all that fun stuff in there. And then I have a Twitter that you can follow as well, where I typically post my schedule in the morning, and then usually right before I go live, and then sometimes during when I'm live. And I also have a YouTube page where I upload a lot of these VODs. They're typically up within 5-ish days from when the actual cast happens, so you can, if you did miss anything, or if you just want to check out old VODs, that's a great way to keep up with all the Heroes of the Storm action that you might miss, or just overall games in general. I'm at 2.8. Bandit needs a treat. Bandit does not need a treat right now. Mudge, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. We also limit it to 3 because I do not want to overfeed my dog. I don't need a rotund boy. That means that I have to take him for like 3 walks a day. Looks like Bandit needs a nap. He's pooped today. He's pooped. That's for sure. Just watch and look for bonus boxes. Yeah, that's true. How does one accumulate points? Oh, yeah. So just watching and look for there's like a little box that pops up in the bottom left of the chat, and you can click on that and get 100 points. You can also do other things like when you follow, you get some points. Actively chatting gets you more points. All right, cool. We have our final map. Final map. Let's go ahead and make our lobby. Nope, let's pick by them. That's gonna be that. All right, everything's all set up. We got to get players in here, and then we'll go here. How old is Bandit? He has a cute white part of his mouth that looks like a beard. So Bandit, he will be 6 in May. Yes, he'll be 6 in May. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. 7 gets double points. Yep. I'll save up 15k points and give them all at once. That's actually a possibility. You can definitely do that. Doesn't matter how old is he, he's still a puppo. Oh no, I still call him puppy. Like when we go on walks, like I'll say like, come on, puppy. Or Stinky. Or like all of the other 500 names that aren't Bandit that I constantly call him by. I think he just really wants to go sit on the couch together. Like he's kind of done sitting on the bed. He's just like, I just want to go cuddle. I want to go run around outside. But yeah, thanks for everyone hanging out. Sorry that like I'm a little spacey. We've been going for like 4.5 hours straight, so I am starting to kind of fall apart here a little bit. The caffeine is definitely stopped since about an hour or so ago, because I haven't had any caffeine since, but that's all set. We're all set. Team 2 has first pick. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're all set. We're ready to go. We just got to get players in here, get the readies, and then we'll get going into game number 3, our final game of our 3 best of 3 series. We have managed to get game 3s in all 3. Bandit looks like he's reading chat on his own screen. Yeah, he is. He's got like a little chat box right now. I'm just kidding. It's just the camera over there. I think he knows though to like look in the camera. Plus also that way is down the hallway. So he's probably just looking down the hallway because he hears noises outside. Silma gets a hat. Silver gets a hat. Super awesome. Wonderful. Hey, Day. I hope your workday's going better. My dog does the same thing. Dad, why aren't we hanging out on the couch? Yeah, no. I'm going. These teams are ready. I've decided for them. Pushing the buttons. Let's go. All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and get into our final game of our final best of 3 of the night. We are going to be heading over to... Wrong button, Chris. Dragonshire. Welcome everyone to Dragonshire, our final game of our final best of 3 series of the evening. And if you're sitting at home wondering how we got here, I got you covered, friends. The home team this evening is going to be Can't Counterpick Stupid. They won the coin flip, opting for first pick in game number 1. Cursed Hollow and Brexis held out, banned out by them. Infernal Shrines and Towers of Doom, Tomb of the Spider Queen, going to be banned out by the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Alterac Pass was the first map chosen by them, and they lost that. They won that. First pick was chosen by Can't Counterpick Stupid for the second map, which was Towers of Doom, chosen by Team Rainbow Strike Go, and the members of Counterpick Stupid won that one as well. They won that one, taking us to a game 3 where Team Rainbow Strike Go opted for first pick priority, and now Dragonshire will be the map choice of Can't Counterpick Stupid. Let's go ahead and jump back into our draft and find out what we are going to be getting here ban-wise. These teams are considering a little bit more so right now. Your favorite map? Okay. Before E, except for C, words like neighbor and way. Oh god, I actually have to use that rule of thumb constantly for my own self too. Alex mom is watching, do her proud. Chen will be banned out here. We're gonna have an Ariel banned out as well. Let's see. I'm trying to remember like the bans off the top of my head. Garrosh was banned out in previous games. Last game, I actually can't remember. Was it Deathwing, I think, banned out? I think it was Deathwing that was actually banned out. Who gets Rexar? Oh, that's a good point as well. Rexar has actually been highly contested. That actually might be one of the bans right here. First pick is over onto the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go, so they might be looking to go ahead and try and grab that Rexar. This is actually where we might see said Rexar ban. Definitely a possibility. I'm trying to rack my brain right now. I don't think they'd ban the Deathwing. They actually were the ones who banned it last game on the side of Can't Counterpick Stupid. But Rexar, maybe? Unless they don't have a Rexar player on the opposing side, then they don't really need to worry about it too much. I'm just waiting to see. Malthiel. Not wanting to deal with that. Does that mean, do you think they're going to try and Deathwing again here? Typically, when you go for the Malthiel like this, you end up, or banning out the Malthiel like this, you typically end up Deathwinging? Winging? But we'll see. Sorry, I just want to check one thing in the background real quick. Sorry about this. That's it. There it is. I mean, chat called it. First pick Rexar. How can you blame him? How can you blame him? Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking stuff really quickly. All right, we're good on that. Let's double check this really quickly. I just want to see, where's the schedule? Where's the schedule? There you are. Alrighty. So, Rexar on the opposing side, we have a Kael'thas Garrosh. That Garrosh in the last game, I'm not gonna lie, was really good. So that starts then. Okay, cool. That's gonna be at that point. Okay, cool. Sorry, I had to just check schedule stuff. Oh god, what's not safe for work? I'm missing things now. Deathwinging it? Yeah. Playing a level 1 Deathwinging it. Yes, exactly. All right, I'm sorry. We're not talking about draft. Let's actually get into this. Rexar, Greymane, ETC on the right-hand side. Kael'thas, Garrosh on the left. We do need a support for both of these teams. Ana would be, I would say, the high priority for Can't Counterpick Stupid. Actually could be considered on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go, but with their current composition, Ariel is already banned out. Rhaegar actually might be the consideration. Uther's not a bad idea either, but I doubt after the last game they're going to be looking at an Uther again. They could go Holy Cow with that Divine Mosh, and I don't know. I wasn't expecting an Uther here. I'm thinking more along the lines of Rhaegar for the Ancestor Healing, because I think they're just going to be going all in kind of composition of it. Will Kingleberry ever get to Malthael this season? Probably not. Kael'thas over Strong. Yeah, I mean, we saw game 1, they were spreading the chain bombs around quite a bit on the side of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Definitely something that they might be able to get value from as this game has progressed. Let's see these next 2 picks, though. 3 Illuminati triangles. A triangle has 3 angles. There are 3 of them. Illuminati confirmed. Can't lie about that one. Lucio, Raynor going to be picked up on the left-hand side, so they are going to be looking to try and put the pepper on with the Raynor once again. Lucio with the Boostio seems to be working out pretty well for them. They're holding their solo lane for now. They know they're going into Rexar, but I think they're just waiting to see what the rest of the composition looks like. Last pick Malthael, like, oh wait, yeah. Oops, Keladorn. Let's see, Rexar, Greymane, ETC. I still like the Rhaegar, and then maybe you go into something like a Li Ming with the Greymane so that way you get the reset value and the poke potential on the shrines. I like that. Oh, okay. Lily will be grabbed once again. They love this Lily pick, but the Jaina will be grabbed with the ETC. I like that quite a bit as well. ETC, Jaina have great combos together. Water Elemental has great sustained damage, or even Ring of Frost with Mosh Pit for some big old burst, and then Greymane dives in just to try and get the kill onto them. But a pyramid has 4 sides. But isn't each side of the pyramid made up of 3 different triangles? Illuminati confirmed.
I'm in.
Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm enjoying my own jokes right now. Kira will actually round out our draft right now. She's going to be the last pick coming out from the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid. Well, final game of the night, final draft of the night. What do you all think at home? Who do you think is going to take this? Personally, names aside, games aside, purely looking at draft on this map, I'm leaning a little bit more toward Team Rainbow Strike Go. What are the rankings? This is Division C, so I'm trying to remember. Sorry, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Let me look at something from last night. Last night we had Division B West, and that was the one where, yeah, they did. So Division B West is like 2,500 to 2,700 MMR range, which I think is like plat to low diamond. So I think Division C is like high gold to high plat, maybe to like mid plat. I might be wrong on that, but we'll see here. Let's go ahead and get into game number 3 because we are loaded in. On the left-hand side, we got the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid. I don't know why I was just going to say Can't Rainbow Strike Go. Anyways, we got Can't Counterpick Stupid on the left-hand side. Valk going to be on the Garrosh. We have Osprey going to be on the Raynor. Keladorn will be on the Kael'thas. Silma will be on the Orphea. And I believe that Wit's End will be on the Lucio. And that rounds up the draft for the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Kingleberry going to be on the Rexar. Robert going to be on the ETC. Killer Fry going to be on the Greymane. Silver on that Jaina. And Howlin' Knight on the Lily. Let's get into mid lane. Check out our level 1s. Block party for the ETC. Looking to get rid of that. I don't know, Raynor might actually shred right through all that block. B West represent. What's up? Actually, Ektar might be able to give you more information. I believe they might know. Or you might even be able to just check on the Nexus Gaming Series website. I think they actually have a breakdown. I don't know specifically where. I think it might be in the rule set that actually breaks it down. Or it actually might just be in one of the drop-down tabs. I, honest to God, don't know off the top of my head, but if you do !NGS, it'll give you the website, and you can go ahead and just click that link and search for it through there. I mean, Go Can't Counterpick Strike. Yeah, exactly, Kage. How you doing, bud? I hope your practice was good. I don't know anything about Rexar Kira matchup with a solo lane determined winner. So Rexar and Akira, it's kind of interesting because I've actually seen a lot of people say that Kira kind of dominates this, but I've also seen Rexars dominate this as well. So what I think it's going to realistically come down to how it's played, and right now it's being played fine by Silma as they're going to go ahead and get the kill onto the Misha Bear. We do see that both these teams are going to be going ahead and grabbing the siege camps on the left and the right hand side almost simultaneously, but ETC going to be being a bit of a nuisance over here. Will be tossed. Actually, excuse me, Valk is being the bit of a nuisance as they try to step up onto that one, but ETC was trying to push them, I think, into the friendly team, and they just threw him away right there.
And lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
Can't Rainbow stupid. Thank you, Sam. Thank you for popping that up for anyone who might be interested in finding out what the stats are for all of this, but currently going to be having one of the Siege Giants thrown over the wall. Also, my apologies about this. Yellow Snappers, thank you so much for the follow like 12 minutes ago. I feel so bad, but sorry for missing that. Thank you for the follow. I'm glad you're enjoying the content that you're seeing. Thank you for supporting the stream. Camp is going to be grabbed on the right-hand side. We currently have Kira and Rexar battling it out in top lane. So just constantly smacking this bear. They did go into the fatal wounds at level 1, so constantly hitting the Misha Bear is allowing them to stack this up. So this is going to work out for them fairly well. Let's actually jump down. Actually, hold on. We're going to stay up here and see if Kira's able to find a solidified kill. Not going to be using the grapple or anything like that to chase in there, but they jump onto the point and force that back. No one will be able to pick up the Dragonite, but they are kind of in position. Oh, hold on. No, they're still battling this out. Silma somehow... Not really somehow, but just doing a great job of pushing back the Rexar Misha. But while all that was happening, this is going to be the wave pushing into the front gate. There is a bottom lane brawl that's breaking out as Robert needs to get behind their own gate. Indomitable was used by Valk just to get behind in the game. Hearts up to you. Thank you so much. Trick, how you doing, bud? Rexar should win on that Dragonshire, hands down. Thanks for coming by, Trick. Hope you're having a wonderful night. Right now, Kira's doing a great job of this. Let's actually cycle through some early game stats, because we don't typically do that, but I actually want to check and see how the Kira damage is going into Kingleberry right here. Right now, Kira's doing 10k heroic damage, or has done. Dear Lord. Rexar with like about 4.5k-ish. This is going to be potential Dragonite for the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go, but Valk is going to be in mid lane to deny any sort of pickup onto that. We have had a decent experience gain for both these sides. No early game kills outside of that Misha Bear going down. Doesn't seem like it's actually yielded them too much. Actually, nice 69 experience. So killing the Misha Bear that early gained them 69 heroic experience. Just perfect. We are going to be having the Misha trying to step up onto the point, trying to potentially get a channel for a Dragonite once again in our game number 3 of our final best of 3 of the evening. Kingle isn't macroing Misha well. Rex and Misha can't take the lane. Oh, no. It's showing a little bit here. It's showing that Kingleberry is not struggling, but just doesn't seem to have a wrangle on this bear just yet, as Kira's going to be just continuing to clear out the lane. We are going to be looking at no one really going down per se, but no one really being aggressive in this bottom lane. Wits end a little bit low, but they still have that healing going out from themselves. As you can see, that kind of yellowish glow around them, meaning they're on the healing. Green means that they're going to be boostioing it up, trying to get some speed for the friendly team. But this is still Kira in top lane, Raynor in middle lane, looking just to potentially pick up a Dragonite for themselves, but no one grabbing top lane, so they're just more or less looking towards more experience for the team and just trying to close that, or excuse me, increase that gap between the two teams right now as they found themselves about a quarter level. Raynor, are you going to be able to stop Silver here? Yeah, they're going to be able to 1v1 this just fine. Once again, let's jump back into bottom lane as we have that Kira and Rexar and Misha just brawling out in top, but it doesn't seem like anyone's going to be getting picked off anytime soon. 8's up on both sides for levels. We currently have channel available for Dragonite, but Raynor in mid lane is denying it. Jaina did step up for a second to try and go for it as Offspring was being forced back a touch. Jumping into top lane, this Rexar, are you going to follow up onto this Kira? No, they're just going to go and continue to soak up the wave. They are currently sitting at 187 stacks out of the 200 necessary for the Fatal Wounds at level 1. Lucio with the party mix is at 400 and, well, they're just about done. They need 475 stacks, and they're just about done with that one. That should be finished soon. Jaina at 12 out of the 20 for the Fingers of Frost. 6 out of the 20, I believe, because it was changed. Actually, 25. It was moved up for the Hunter-Gatherer for that Rexar right there. And that's the only question. Actually, Kael'thas did go into Mana Addict at level 1, so going to be looking for another 3 globes before they get the Arcane Barrier. And that is an uncapped quest, so you are able to continually grab more regeneration globes, and we'll keep an eye on how much that is actually buffing out Kael'thas. Currently, they have an increased mana pool of 255, and their total is sitting at what, 835 right now? That's pretty good for a Kael'thas. Right now, though, bottom lane is still being brawled over by both these teams. 10 talents here did rotate in for the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid, and while we can see those in the top bar, let's once again cycle through the numbers, get an idea of how this top lane damage has changed. Maybe Jaina as well has gone up a little bit. So just to get an idea, but 21,000 from the Kira in the solo lane. Break it down was perfectly used to keep Valk alive right there as Keldorn staying on the point, throwing in a little bit of damage here and there. Gotta make sure they're not spreading this chain bomb around too much. I do believe that the Kael'thas is going to benefit quite a bit from that into the later half, into their 13, 16 talent tiers as well. But this is also Pyroblast. They need to be wary of this because that thing can deceivingly do way more damage than expected. And I don't think Silver has finished the ice block, and I don't think anyone really has a way to kind of mitigate that massive amount of damage outside of an ice block from Kira, or not Kira, from Jaina. I'm missing half of chat, but thank you all for hanging out. I love you all very much. Thank you for supporting stream. What rank is this supposed to be? It's somewhere around plat. Yeah, it's basically high gold to high plat, I would say. We're in Division C currently. I think the NGS website does call it out. Moshpit goes out. That's a solo dance for Raynor. Robert was like, you know what? You get the private dance, but the rest of my friends are unfortunately going to be coming to visit. Wow. All right, words are hard this evening as yeah, they're going to be able to body them right there. That will actually be first blood of the game. Warlord Challenge coming out as well. That's going to be Hollow Knight getting a Pyroblast thrown onto them. Jugs come out, and that's going to be Lily getting blown up by that one right there. Kira will be going down to the Misha Rexar in top lane. Must have been just the 10 talent here they needed, and Team Rainbow Strike Go solidify 2 kills, only giving over their Lily. But that Pyroblast, how much damage was that? 1,386. It's a big old burst right there. Jaina gets the Dragonite just in time as Wits End was trying to boost you their way up there. Not able to cancel that, and so this will be Dragonite rotating into the bottom lane. Seems like they're going to try and maybe split the assets of the enemy team. Rexar still pushing in top lane. This is what I'm talking about. You still have your solo lane pushing up. I've seen a lot of teams actually rotate Dragonite, maybe with like one other, like your main tank, and then you throw something like a Greymane that sieges in really, really well with something like a Lily that can heal them up, and they siege in through mid lane. They get a lot of that damage, and I've seen a lot of teams kind of split like that, but right now, not the game plan is that's a Warlord Challenge coming out. There's a Cleanse coming out onto the Greymane as well. Jugs are going to be popped from the Lily on top of all of that. Dragonite still pushing in through the bottom lane as Robert is going to be opening this up a little bit further through the sidewall, making sure that they're going to be removing that vision from the enemy team and also allowing themselves to be a little bit more aggressive within the lane. Sidewalls obviously bottleneck you when you're trying to get out of some of these moments where you're trying to step up onto the forts like this, so I like that little bit of time that they took just to take that away. But once again, as noted in draft, you need to watch out for these Kael'thas living bombs. They're really, really getting a lot of value from a couple players. Do it. Thank you for the host. I really appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for supporting the stream, as this is going to be Valk with the toss onto Robert. They're going to try and get their way out of this. This is another living bomb onto them. Kira dives in. That's going to be the Cleanse coming out. ETC does go down. Dragonite did end in getting a decent amount of value during this early portion of the game. Indomitable is going to be used. I think they're trying to get to the far side of Silver, and they managed to break it down and still find the kill. Fatal Strike used by Silma. And there we have a back and forth, 3-3 in kills in total, 13-13, and first Dragonite goes down as the top lane was opened up quite a bit by the Rexar during all of that. They are going to be rotating into mid to make sure they're going to be capitalizing on any sort of missing experience and still trying to force this wave up a little bit further as well. Really good play coming out from Team Rainbow Strike Go, but the answers coming out from Can't Counterpick Stupid seems to be working out very, very well for them as well. I think it's part of the block party. Wait, what? Block party doesn't affect his allies though, right? No, I don't believe so. Using a basic ability or heroic ability gives nearby allies, so I'm completely wrong, a stack of block granting 75 physical armor against the next hero basic attack for 8 seconds, reducing the damage taken by 75%, maximum of 2 stacks of blocks. So using an ability or heroic ability gives nearby allies. There we go. Nice kills, butt kills, absolutely. The boars are unleashed. They're going to be chasing onto a couple members. ETC with the power slide doesn't find it onto one, but they do have the mosh pit up and available. Warlord's Challenge goes on a couple members. That's going to be mosh pit going out, but they end up just going for almost the full duration. I mean, sometimes when you miss, you got to have that full solo dance party just to really feel that shame. That's going to be the power slide from ETC into Silma. This is a lot of damage onto them. They try and get some damage out to heal through it, but they aren't able to heal through that much damage. And here, the living bomb value is insane, and Kael'thas realizes it, so they're going to go for Fission Bomb to get the increased radius explosion. How's it going, Wono? Good to see you, bud. Top lane, meanwhile, this is going to be a camp that was grabbed earlier that gets a free fort for the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. And I'll be honest, I mean, we are getting pretty late into the evening. At least for me, it's 9:40. So, and I think this is a West Coast matchup, but there are mixed players. So you also have to consider the fact that some of these players, like this is almost 1 in the morning for a couple of these players right now, and I cannot blame them for being a little lethargic. Because some of these decisions, I'm just like, wait a minute, it seems like you're just kind of like tired and just like, wait, oh, we missed our top lane. Oops. All right, Rainer's going to be up there currently clearing, and that's a little bit of a confusing moment for me. I think they maybe want to play some ranged into the Misha Bear. That's definitely a possibility as they have the power slide coming out from Robert, just trying to get themselves further away from this enemy team. And this will be, oh wait, Rainer getting chased out of top lane, and there's a, if you take down the fort in top, you got a whole lot of room to chase, and they managed to do that, picking up a 16 talent here on top of everything. ETC's trying to step up. That's going to be, oh, actually, hold on. I don't know. Did they power slide backwards? Or was there a knockback from Lucio? I don't know what it was. It was a weird animation. I couldn't tell exactly what they're doing, but the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go have picked up 2 kills, and they're looking to go ahead and grab themselves a Dragonite, but then they end up having this Lucio interrupting it. Great break it down to save themselves, but that's going to be saving themselves, while Keladoran actually has to pop the Arcane Barrier. That's why you're seeing a second shield coming out from them. Kingleberry going for the channel here. I think they've zoned this out pretty effectively. Second Dragonite and second one of the game going over to the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. Bait Mosh calculate. Okay, sorry. I was just making sure I'm not missing things right now, but we're all good. 16's up. Let's actually go ahead and cycle through some of the other numbers really quickly. We've taken a peek at these stats for quite some time. Every questing talent has been finished. So if anyone's wondering, as we are jumping to other stats, all the questing talents have been finished, and Kael'thas currently sits at 31 stacks of the Mana Addict, as the UI does not want to tell me exactly how much that is, but it's quite a bit. It's quite a bit, let's just say that. Mid lane Fort's going to be going down to this Dragonite. They actually have the Misha and the Rexar coming out of that one right there. There's going to be a lot of damage onto Kingleberry, as there's going to be a pause. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Whew. Looks like we have a DC. What a fun game we have so far. Really, really good back and forths coming out from these teams. 3 to 6 in kills. Let's actually look at some of them. I'm curious about what the stats look like. F1. Oops, no, that's not going to do it. Kira currently with 50,000 heroic damage. Kael'thas just trailing behind with, just 38,000. On the opposing side, their highest is going to be Greymane with 32,000. And we have a hello and we have a ready. So let's go ahead and get back into the cast. We're back in it. Warlord's challenge comes in. That's going to be a fatal strike as well. Garrosh goes down. Making sure that I have everything back. We're good, we're live. Robert should be fine from this, right? Yeah. All right, we can pull away chat as well. So we did have the moment I get rid of it, what happened? Bandit, are you enjoying the cast, you precious boy? He is. He's so tired. His buttons aren't working now. Hypers. Unfortunate time for Kingle to DC? Yeah. Alright. All right, they're gonna say whatever, let's give it a go. Oh. Killer Fry okay? Yeah, no, it's issues. All right, well, Oh, they're asking for a countdown. Currently, they came back into the game and all their buttons are gone. So I'm trying to see if we just go. All right, they're trying that. This is my play-by-play for all of you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hanging out for my wonderful play-by-play. All right. All right, we're back into this. Chain bomb gonna be spreading around. I don't know what Rexar's doing here, but it's a little wild. So apparently, like, they're having button issues. I don't know what they're... Does it say that it's like an AI or something? Let's see really quickly. Where are you, Rexar? It just says Kingleberry. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens here. Reboot and hope for the best. Well, here's the thing. It's a custom game, so it's not like a regular game where we'll always force you to join. If you leave, I believe you're out, and that's it. I don't think you're going to be able to reconnect. Let's actually see. What is their UI going to show us? No, it's not showing us anything important. I was wondering if it would change things up, but either way, we're back into the game. Everything's here, ready to go. Let's see what happens here as we... Did they full DC? I thought I just heard a hero left the game. But either way, the Beloved is back, and this is going to be top lane pressure coming in favor for the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. We currently have Counterpick Stupid going ahead and rotating and making sure that won't be too much of a pressure that they need to deal with. But now another camp will be grabbed right now, so they can add that into the top lane pressure. They need to be wary of this. I don't know, like, I'm worried for Kingleberry, but I think they'll be fine. Seems like they're gonna be fine. They're just kind of playing. They're just grouping around the Rexar. They're saying, you know what? If they don't have buttons, at least we can just kind of play around that fact, and maybe that'll work out for them. If they're playing with an AI, anyways, it's best to try. I think he's having a bug where he constantly tries to path you away. Might be. Well, they were saying in the chat, they were literally saying that he has no buttons. So I think it's, I don't know what, but seems like they've actually regained control, because I don't think the AI would throw Misha Bear like that. I feel like they would just group them up like that. Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're going to jump into bottom lane and see what's going to be going on down there. 20 Talent here is rounding the corner in favor for the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go, about a level lead in their favor. We'll go. Bottom lane camp was grabbed. They could try and make a play in bottom, but Silma's in this mid lane. They have, everything is thrown onto Kira. They went for another private dance for another enemy member, but hey, you're burning 120-second cooldown to solidify a strong kill that might actually get you a Dragonite. You're sitting in a good spot. I think they actually have control again, because this is them preparing to get a Dragonite. Like, the AI doesn't do this. I've played enough AI games in my time to know that the AI does not do this. Toss on the Misha Bear, but it's not enough to get the hit onto Rexar, and they get themselves another Dragonite here. This is, that Jaina with the Northern Exposure is going to be finding a kill onto the Garrosh, right? Northern Exposure? Numbing Blast, I always do that. Either way, Northern Exposure actually is the cool, or not the, is the armor reduction, hence the exposure for the armor reduction, and then Numbing Chill obviously gives you the root for 1 second, but that was clutch and key for them to be able to get that kill onto the Garrosh right there. Dragonite still... They're waiting a little bit. I think they're waiting for a wave to come in here as well, so that way they have some extra damage coming in with the Dragonite, as well as so it's not going to be focusing onto the Dragonite, or even to any of the... I think it focuses the Dragonite before even the wave itself, but still, once that Dragonite does go down, they have something to still anchor for them, or at least soak up the damage. But now we have 20 talents here up in favor for Team Rainbow Strike Go, as the Dragonite hits this keep, and they're looking with 405 damage in auto. They're looking to potentially step up onto the core. This is a little risky in my opinion, though. Garrosh is up in the next 10 seconds. The core shielding is still up and available. ETC doesn't have Mosh Pit for the next 27 seconds. Water Elemental's out as well. Silma going to be the target, getting zoned away from the friendly team, and that's going to be the pick onto them. There was a Storm Shield used by the ETC as well, just to mitigate any sort of burst damage they can throw out. The core is starting to fall rapidly. Huge Warlord's Challenge. It's going to be the Pyroblast going out onto Robert. They need to walk away. They actually take a lot of damage. The core is not falling rapidly enough, but Killer Fry on this Greymane is cleaning up. They actually lose their Jaina as well, and that will be core going down. Game number 3 going over to the members of Team Rainbow Strike Go. GG. Well played. Oh my god, chat. 3 best of 3s. And I, honest to God, my live counter just hit 5 hours. 3 best of 3s, 5 hours later, we are here. We did all 9 games. I was joking about it last night at the end of stream. Here we are. Look at me now, Dad. Does one player want to do interview? I know how to spell. All right, let's go ahead and get into... All right, let's show some talents. But don't go anywhere, everyone. We've got a short interview coming up in just a second with one of the players from the Team Rainbow Strike Go. I'm going to show stats once more. All right, at this time, we're going to be joined by Robert. Congratulations on your 2-1 victory. How are you feeling after that series?
Dude, excited.
Excited?
Not only because we won, but also because I can talk to you. This is actually my first time. I think I have to win to actually talk to you, right? Is that...
That's usually how it works.
Hey, maybe you can make an exception that you can talk to the losers, because we lose quite often. So we're super excited to get the win. We've been working a lot over vacation, so it paid off.
It definitely showed. Now, let's talk about Towers of Doom. Because that was an absolutely wild match that we had, because
the one where we got destroyed and they completely got drafted and played? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, so what was it like? They had the Malthael super early. What was the intention for the, were you intending to get to the late game and that would be the thing that that does it? Oh, we got to the late game, we have this thing, but can you talk about the mentality? Because I just wasn't sure.
Why in the world we did that?
Yeah, that's a blunt way to put it. Yeah.
So in all fairness, Kingo was the one that was actually against it. He ended up picking Uther. So we were thinking, all of us were thinking, well, not all of us, but the ones that ended up making the final call were thinking we were going to actually fight that game, actually do a 5-on-5. So we kind of blindsided ourselves into that. And it's interesting because I don't know how much research you did beforehand. Our Malthael player gets banned a lot. They knew that, they ended up picking it, but we didn't think past that. We just thought they were just messing around, but we didn't think their strategy with that. I mean, obviously the strategy was pretty apparent as it played out, and actually Kingo kind of mentioned it to us, that could be a problem. We just didn't, follow through with that. So that was just terrible drafting on our part. I think we thought it's kind of one of those things where, you go in with a plan and then you don't have any audibles or flexibility, and you just kind of were, we were just very focused on our strategy and they were focused on theirs, and all of a sudden it was oh, well, their strategy was far superior than ours on this map. So that's kind of what happened, really. There wasn't anything more than that. We just kind of didn't project that strategy to happen where he was going to double soak and pretty much they're just going to 4-push. But for the future, we will be thinking about that. So we definitely learned something.
No, it was actually a really, really fun best of 3 series, and I was just part of me, I ran to the bathroom between games and I was getting a glass of water. And I was wait, did they want to go to game 3? It kind of seemed like that for a little bit to me. I was I think they just won a game 3 right now. But either way, no, it was an absolutely tremendous series. It was so much fun to cast. We're gonna do a little bit of a short interview because I am absolutely burnt out. But before I let you run out of here, any shouts that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours, my friend.
Yeah, just a shout out to number one, you, for casting it. I always appreciate when we have casters, especially with someone of your caliber. I know you're one on the top tier of the casters, so again, and I actually get to meet you, so I'm excited about that. Shout out to the other team. Their CCS has been tough. We've actually played them in not only in GS but another league as well, and it's always been stiff competition. We finally got them this time, which we're excited about. We'll see what happens next time, but they got a big roster, so trying to plan for them is kind of a pain, but I guess that's their advantage. And then shout out to our guys. We pulled together. We've had some really bad losses this season, and it's good to get a win and just start putting things together against the top tier team. So just super excited about the opportunity and just playing, but that's pretty much it.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the interview. Thank you so much for the games, and congratulations on your victory. I look forward to seeing you further down in season number 8 of NGS. You have a wonderful night, and congratulations once again, Robert.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Have a good one.